liwet is a succulent rice dish cooked in coconut milk, chicken broth, and spices from Solo, Central Java, Indonesia. Common steamed rice is usually cooked in water, but nasi liwet is rice cooked in coconut milk, chicken broth, salam leaf, and lemongrass, thus giving the rice a rich, aromatic, and succulent taste. Nasi liwet is traditional Javanese way of cooking rice in coconut milk. In Solo, nasi liwet is usually eaten for breakfast, but also a popular choice for lunch or supper. In Keprabon, sub-district Surakarta, nasi liwet is only served for supper at night time. Similar rice coconut milk dishes can be found in other parts of Indonesia, such as nasi uduk, nasi gurih Aceh, and neighboring nasi lemak from Malaysia.
Food, in our opinion, has become the culture of the region in itself and a characteristic of the area, so there should be no problems when dealing with religion because the food is general in nature.
The reason we choose nasi liwet is because nasi liwet is one of the foods that often consumed in Java. Besides that, nasi liwet also has the meaning of mutual cooperation and togetherness of fellow human beings.
At the time of Indonesia's 62nd anniversary, 1,500 stalls containing liwet rice lined up along the village road were waiting for people to taste. This folk party is a proof of the togetherness of local residents in commemorating Indonesians' Independence Day.
How to make nasi liwet? Ingredients: 1 liter of rice, 1 stalk lemongrass, 2 bay leaves, 1 liter of coconut milk, 1 ounce of coffee, and salt to taste. How to make? First, rice washing with clean water. Second, boil milk first. Then, enter the rice, bay leaf, lemongrass, coffee, and salt. 4. Cook until the coconut milk to dry. Do not forget to stir the coconut milk that is not sticky. Let stand for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, boil a pot that will be used for steaming rice. Once boiling, add the rice that has been cooked earlier to the steamer and cook until the rice becomes soft. Finally, serve with side dishes. Her side dishes can be fried chicken, tempeh, tofu, egg balado, condiment, salad, and crackers. Better if served hot.
The first liwetan activity is only done when there is a celebration or commemoration of certain moments that are considered sacred to the community. For those who don't know, liwetan is an activity of eating together with banana leaves as a substitute for dishes with rice and side dishes also served on it. In the present era, activities that are thick with traditional elements are beginning to penetrate the world of today's culinary. tradition of liwetan that has been passed down for generations has indeed to be preserved. Bring it back in the present-day era, as it is now felt right. In addition to introducing it to young people, the liwetan tradition is one of the new alternatives to foster togetherness and foster a sense of sharing. But how exactly is the history of liwetan? Starting from the influence of Islam entering Java, according to Prapto Yuwono, a Javanese literature lecturer at the University of Indonesia, the tradition of eating rice liwetan started when the influence of Islam entered the island of Java. More specifically, this liwetan activity was carried out in almost all the pesantren neighborhoods at the time. Because it appeared on Java, the liwetan tradition became a native product that had never been separated from Javanese tradition and also always associated with Islam. For example, during Islamic holidays, such as Maulid Nabi or the commemoration of the birth of the Prophet Muhammad, the Javanese people routinely held the tradition of Selamatan or Kenduri. And at this event, liwetan rice is usually served. This tradition is held to get blessings from God. After all, according to the story, the Prophet Muhammad was indeed very fond of eating samin rice, which is rice made from samin flour. But because the Javanese cannot make samin rice, they are replaced with liwet rice, which is similar to samin rice. Liwet rice was also present when Java was hit by an earthquake. There is other evidence that confirms that liwetan rice has been around since our ancestors. Serat Centini in 1814 and 1823 noted that nasi liwet was already there when the island of Java was hit by a devastating earthquake at the time. The rice liwet is presented accompanied by prayers to ask for salvation from the Almighty. The fact is, not only the people who eat rice liwet. The proof that liwet rice has entered the kingdom is when Pakubuwono IX buys courtiers of the palace. The proof that liwet rice has entered the kingdom is when Pakubuwono IX buys liwet rice to be brought home by the courtiers of the palace. The aim was to help wives not to prepare for the king when the husbands finished working in the palace. Rice liwetan. In the present era, the existence of liwetan rice has begun to reappear lately. Apart from being more fun, nasi liwetan makes the family moment so thick. For the menu that is served, it might not be much different from the old liwatan rice. But in terms of arrangement, today's liwatan rice looks more neat and beautiful when it is presented, so it is more Instagrammable. The menu is also more diverse. There are fried side dishes like fish, chicken, duck, shrimp, squid, salad fish to tempeh tofu, vegetables, processed menu, fried side dishes, vegetables, processed menu, sambal, crackers, and the main one is nasi liwet. Even some restaurants serve liwet rice with their mainstay menu. All of these menus can be combined according to taste. The trend of eating rice liwet began to bloom during the last fasting month, where many restaurants served liwet rice for the joint list of menu. The number of netizens who later upload together the meal of liwet rice then repopularized traditional food in the present era.